Hello everyone, I will be showing you my Slurpuff Seismitoad deck list that I used in 2 regionals to get first place in both of them. As you can see, I'm playing on TCG online, so I can show you guys the deck itself. I didn't build the list by my own, I had some help from Bernardo, Mocho and Filipe Cardoso. I will leave their names in the description. I will be making some videos to you guys, so you have more access to me, my lists and my playtesting, our tournaments here in Portugal, some other stuff as you can see. Some playtesting in online, you can add me, my username is Cardoso as you can see. Let's go to the list and I will talk about the matchups that the deck has, bad and cons, you know. There you go, the list. So the 3-3 line is just because you don't need the fourth one. You have to give always like 2 odd prizes and 3 odd prizes, you know. One Jirachi for consistency, you don't always get the support you want in your hand, so you need Jirachi to have it more easily. And for Seismitoads, you want to start always with 1. You don't need to bench the other ones, you just need 1 in play, like in the first turn, because you can get Edringer, you know. 1 Computer Search, because you need to get those DCAs out as soon as possible. 4 Crushing Hammers, because of so many decks that use just like normal energies to counter this type of decks with a lot of hammers. This helps a lot with the Virgin Genesect matchup. You know, it's pretty staple in every Toad list. 1 Enhanced Hammer, just 1 because they can counter you with just playing basic energies, only playing the special energies like DCAs to Quacking Punch you. Just need 1, it's the dead card in your deck, and you know. 4 Lasers, because it's the main damage of your deck. Also against things like Suicune, Pyroar is the only card you will use to do damage. 3 Super Scoop Ups, because I only play 2 Float Stones to retreat, I don't play any switch. I don't play Max Potions, AZ, so I play 3 Super Scoop Ups, so I can reuse my Jirachi, I can heal my Seismitoad, I can also reuse Slurpuff if I have just a Skrillex in play and 1 Slurpuff. I can use the power, Super Scoop Up it, and use another one. It's also a safe play, because you can Super Scoop Up Jirachi if you need to don't give like easy prizes. For Ultra Ball, because you need to get those Slurpuffs and Jirachi if you need to in play. Just 3 Verse Seeker, I would like to play 4, but you know, there are so many Seismitoads in this format that you can only play 3 in this deck. 1 Cassius, this is one of the best cards in the deck, because against mirror matches, another Seismitoad decks, you know, you need this card to shuffle your Pokemon, all cards attached to it in your deck, so you can save. It saves you so much against like mirror matches. You have if they attach you Edringer, you can just shuffle back in your deck, another DCA in your deck. You can heal him, you can reuse Jirachi, you can like save. I tell you to try it out just to see if it works for you. 2 Lysanders, because you need to lock something like, you know, Landers. If you lock their Landers, you can win the Landers bat matchup so easily. It's all decks must play like 2 or 3, I guess. I don't like the 1, just 1. I think it's clunky. one trump card, because if they discard your DCs or you get some of them in prizes, you need to get them back. Also the lasers against Pyroar and Suicune random decks, you need those in your deck, and you play 4 Junipers, so you will be discarding a lot of cards in the early beginning of the game. It's also, you know, the way you get the Super Scoop Ups, the Cassius, all your hammers in your deck, all the lasers. Yeah, for N, because you need to disrupt your opponent if he gets the early start. You are like, this is a disrupting deck, so that's why you run 4 and not 3. I play also 2 Trim Flagrants against Mirror. You need to discard their DCs so they won't lock you. After they miss a lock, you can just Crushing Hammer so they won't get it another time, and Laser so you can be at advantage against them. One Charizard so you can discard your Headringers if they attach you Headringer, you know. You can also discard their DCs, their tools, so you can attach the Headringer to them. 3 Vibranks so you can win the Stadium War all the time. I just play Vibrank after my opponent plays his Stadium, if he doesn't play any Vibrank. If he plays in his deck, I play it as soon as possible. I just play 2 Floatstones again, because I play 3 Super Scoop Ups and I don't play Switch. I could play the third one, but I don't have any space in the deck lists that I know of. So it's like a lucky Super Scoop Up deck, and Cassius helps a lot as well. So you can retreat, stop being poisoned and asleep, you know, if you are in the Quaking Punch lock. 3 Muscle Bands, because you need to attach the Muscle Band whenever you play a Seismitoad in bench, if you don't lock them in the first or second turn. Because if they play Headringer, you will get in trouble, because you won't be attacking in the first couple of turns. 2 Headringers, so you can, you know, lock at the beginning. They won't attack you, don't do pressure against you. And just for DCs, I don't play any water, because I just want to Quaking Punch. I know against Groudon, Primal Groudon, I have some difficulties, but the only deck I see here playing Groudon is Dolphin 1-1 Groudon, and I can beat it, because if I lock them in early stage of the game, they will miss energies to get it out. They need 4, you know. The reason I choose to play this list is because Seismitoads is just a powerful card. With Quaking Punch you lock the trainers of your opponent deck, and nowadays is the most valuable cards are the trainers. You just play 1 supporter a turn, you don't do much with 1 supporter. More. The matchups is pretty easy, every matchup in my opinion. Flareon, you just need to one-shot it with Quaking Punch, Muscle Band. If they get the Leafeon out, you can just discard the grass energies with Crushing Hammers, Fire Grants, and heal your Seismitoad with Super Scoop Ups or even Cassius. Lasers is a good option against them as well, because you need that damage to knock them out. Against Nightmarsh, if you can Quaking Punch in the first or your first turn, if you go second, it's just a game. If you can also Legendre trump card, they will get in trouble to get those Nightmarshes in their discard pile. Against Mirror, another Toads like Toad Jinx, Toad Slurpuff, Toad Crobat, you will need to save Cherazik, Team Flagrant, and Cassius. In other words, you have to save them, to not Juniper them, because this is the only way you can discard the DCs or another energies that play, and after they miss a lock, turn off the lock, the Quake and Punch lock, you can Crushing Hammers, Enhanced Hammer, Add Ringer, use the Verse Seeker to get the Team Flagrants and the Sherasik back, heal your Seismitoads, play lasers so they do less damage than you. Another matchup, Ivetal. Ivetal is the toughest matchup, I think, but if you play it correctly you can win easily, because you played the Super Scoop Pipeline. If they don't one-shot you, you can just heal the Seismitoads, do the lock again, and it's just so difficult for them. If they play Keldeo, okay, if they play Keldeo, you have to rely on just laser the active one, or pull Dark Rise, or pull the Keldeo out so you can kill it in 2 or 3 turns. Add Ringers like the Iverals. Try to knock out, like take 2 and 2 prizes, don't go for the babies, I think. Lander's Bats is kind of 50-50 matchup, but if you play this deck correctly you will win most of the times, because Seismitoad with Muscle Band and Laser knocks out the Alucha, is the biggest threat in their deck. If you Quake and Punch at the beginning, they won't get like Crobats in play, they won't do fancy plays. You can also Super Scoop up your damaged Toads, Jirachi, so you don't give early prizes. Cassius is another good card against them. Yeah, you need to save those lasers and Virbanks, so you one-shot every time Dalucha when it comes to play. If they have a really big start, you will probably stall with Slurpuff in the active position, so they feel like they need to bench the Landorus. If they do, you just pull it out with Lysander, lock it with Toad, add Ringer it if you want, so you can take early prizes, disrupt him a bit, you know. I think I talk about all the matchups, as you can see. I will be making more videos about decks that I play, tournaments I go, playtesting, and I will play a game here so you can see. I don't know if I will face anyone with a good deck. Let's see. So he's playing grass. Just for you to see the deck in play and take your conclusions out. Regigas. Okay, he's playing Regigas Mew, I think. So I will try to discard his grass energy. Yeah. I will play Computer Search, getting rid of Warbank and Laser to get a Toad. Since I go second, I can play the DCA, and if I get a Super Scoop Up or even a Float Stone, I can attack at my first turn. Okay, this bugs out. Okay. Here you go. There you go, Floatstone. I will save the Super Scoop up so I can heal my Seismitoad. Play it out. I can go for another Swirlix, but I will save my Ultra Ball, so if I get N, I have one in the deck so I can get the Jirachi or even the Slurpuff. If I played it, I would discard the N and the Enhanced Hammer, but my opponent can just play the DC, so I will save the Hammer for this turn. Okay, he's playing Aircross. There you go, DC, you know. Thank God I saved my hammer. Slurpuff out. 6 cards in hand. I don't know if he has anything because he played the Center Lady. So I will tasting for one. Play my Ultra Ball. Discarding and the Cassius. Getting another Swirlix out. The little Juniper, just, yeah, because I can. Another thing, you have to save your trump cards because the deck runs just some copies of everything. You need more of those to reuse it, so your opponent can't even attack, you know. As you can see, he can't even put an energy that I won't discard it. I have 2 hammers here, so if he plays one, I can just hammer it. I can bench this one, but since I just play 4 DCs, I usually just bench 2 Slurpuffs so I can full stone both of them, or just save 1 DC so I can retreat, so they won't lock me with Lysander. I'll use Quaking Punch again. If he plays any energy, I will try to get heads on Hammer. Shame. There you go. Hammer. As you can see, I played already 2 Hypnotoxic, 2 Hammers, 1 Verbank. I will just trump card this turn because it doesn't have anything going. I have 2 Slurpuffs in play. I need more Hammers if he gets something. Yeah, sure. So I'll play Tasting. Lags out a bit. Another one. I will save my Jirachi because I have so many supporters in my hand. I can punch again. I don't even need the muscle band because he's out of energies in his hand. He just can play 1 a turn and I can just discard it. Okay. So he went for a Sharasic so he can discard my DC, but I have another one. I will do 30 this turn. He will not. Okay, if I play laser, he dies from my turn. So I will just tasting, looking for a Verbank. No, another one. No. Okay. Crushing Hammer. Another heads, of course. Lies under the Shaman? Yeah, Shaman. Not toxic. And I will save this DC because he will Sharasic my DC. And if he does, he can't play any N, as you can see, because both of them are a supporter, and this one is safe in my hand. He'll start to attach in the bench, okay. No big deal. I'm looking for Edhinger. I will probably end because I will take 2 prizes now, and those ends won't be effective. Like, I won't use it anymore for 4, you know. Okay, Edhinger, there you go. I don't even need the Verbank. I will play it like in another turn. At this point I only want to knock out the EX Pokemons. I don't care about non-EXs. If he attaches another energy, he can do 100, so I will discard the DC so he can only play another DC. If he does, I will be left with 20 HP, so I don't really need to Super Scope up this turn. But I'm looking for a laser again. Let's see. I can discard the Juniper. But so I'm looking for the laser. There you go. Laser is asleep. 50, 80 with the... Okay, I didn't play Verbank. My misplay. My bad. Now I play it. Verbank. I need like a Crushing Hammer. I have 3 in the deck, so I can discard the energy. I don't really need to Super Scoop up this turn. I will save the Super Scoop up so when he brings the Trevenant out, I can play it. We'll tasting 1. Tasting. Crushing Hammer. Discarding this one. Because this one needs 2 energies to start attacking. This one can attack just for 1. Okay, it gives up. This is really annoying deck. You can try it out. I think it's a fun deck. Annoying as well, but so if you like the video, please put a thumbs up down, thumbs up. If you can subscribe, I hope you like it. See you in the next video. Bye.